If workplace bullying is happening in your workplace and you're in charge, it's your responsibility to do something about it. But what do you do? How do you address these bullies? Bullying can take a toll on people's physical, emotional, and mental health. So it's extremely important that you get in front of that behavior and address it as soon as you possibly can. In this video, we're going to look at the different steps that you can take in order to put an end to bullying in the workplace today.
Hi, I'm Jeanette Bergeau.
And I'm Crystal Brown.
And we're a mother-daughter mediation team.
For more tips, tools, and advice, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel so you get the most up-to-date information. All right, let's get into it. We've laid out a step-by-step process in order to address bullies. Now, this process needs to be divided in two parts. So first, we're going to discuss the person that's coming to you and is being bullied. And second, we'll look at how to deal with the bully themselves.
So the very first step we'll look at is how do we define what is bullying in the workplace? So take a look at your company's definition, policies and procedures set out. What is considered bullying in the workplace?
And if your company doesn't have those, because companies at different sizes and stages may not have those established, most countries do. So take a look or look at similar companies and organizations to see what they've put in place that you would be able to mirror. The next step is to ask the individual to document what is happening to them. So by this, what we're talking about is the specific behavioral examples. Not necessarily the I felt that this is what they were doing, but when this individual came in, here is the language that they used, or here was the actions and the behaviors that they took. They slammed the door, they kicked the chair, they yelled at me, this is the information you need. You need dates and you need facts, not just perceptions, in order to actually hold the other person accountable.
So the next step is to decide on a path. So how do you help guide the employee to know the various different paths that they could take, the different supports that are out there? Taking a look at the reality and the facts, whether you go formal or informal. Is there a cost to your career? Is there a cost to the relationship? And then offer them the other resources, such as any EAP, unions, anything you can do to assist this employee in helping them to make a decision on what is the right path for them.
Once the staff has agreed that they are comfortable being in a room with the other person, then it is up to you to help coordinate or help them to feel confident in having a conversation with the other party. You can help train them to have the most productive conversation possible with the other party. What kind of questions to ask, what clarifications need to be gained. If they're comfortable, then by all means, they can have this conversation between just them and the other party. If they're not too sure and they want somebody else in the room, then be willing to be in there. Now within that, remember that you are not there to play favorites, pick sides, offer solutions. You are there in order to maintain a very respectful and future-focused conversation.
So within this conversation, there's three aspects. The very first is this is where you share what exactly happened. What did you find was offensive to you that you felt bullied? The more specific you can be around the other day in the meeting, when you did this, I felt this happened. Then your second part is, how did it make you feel? Let them know what you experienced and how you then became offended or hurt by this behavior or action. And then the third part, what is your request going forward? Please don't ever use that word again. Please, when I'm talking in a meeting, don't interrupt me, don't call me out. Let them know what your request is to stop. So the next one is to report back. So let the individual know that you want to hear back from them how things are going. Whether they are going great and the conversation went well, or that it's actually continuing or has gotten worse. You want to make sure that you're touching base with them that this just hasn't been wiped off your plate.
If the behavior has not stopped, now is time to escalate. This looks different depending on your situation and again, your comfort level. So you need to determine if this is time for you to step in, if this is time for it to go to union, HR, or maybe a third party in order to help deal with this situation. And within this, it's also up to the individual that is being bullied to make the determination as to where they want to go, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to be paying in their time and their emotional and physical and mental health, depending on which avenue they choose to go down. Let us know in the comments below if you've encountered a bully, which steps have you taken or found the most useful in order to address it? All right, guys, take a second to hit that like and subscribe button, and we are going to move into addressing the bully.
So the first part we're going to look at when you're dealing directly with a bully is helping them understand that their actions or behaviors is now deemed as a bullying behavior or action. Whether you bring out your corporation's policies, procedures, definitions, helping the individual to understand really what they did or said and how it's being perceived as a bullying tactic.
Sometimes their behavior is just part of the culture that they've worked in for so long that they almost have a blind spot to it.
Yeah.
So by bringing awareness to it, they might finally realize the impact that their behavior is having when before it was acceptable, but now it's not, and you need to shed a light on that behavior. At this stage, it's up to you to help that person reflect back on their behavior and have them put themselves in the other person's shoes.
So looking at assisting this staff member in deciding on a path, you can make recommendations and say, okay, you can approach this with the other individual directly and talk about why you did what you did. What was your intent behind it? You can let it go to the informal or formal path. You can let it take its course, or you can choose to do nothing and see what happens. Just be there for the resource for them to help explain what would that path look like.
By having them figure out what their options are going in, they're going to be more likely to choose the best option that's going to work for them and be willing to actually put time and energy into solving this issue. If both parties have decided that they want to enter into a conversation to try to figure this out, start coaching them as to the best way in order to approach this. So going in and making a bunch of excuses isn't going to help the other person. This is really about acknowledging that, yeah, what they said, what they did had an impact on the other person, taking ownership of that. So really work through this so that they can acknowledge their part to play in the fallout from this situation.
So again, as the leader, you want to hear from both parties. So again, from this individual, if they've chosen to have the conversation or whichever path that they choose, make sure you're touching base with them to see how to do things differently. Why did this have the impact it did? Why did it go that direction? That's where you can assist the employee in going forward.
If you hear reports back that things are not going well and the behavior has not stopped, this is where you need to escalate it. Now, this could go into managing the behavior, or depending on what your company's policies are, this could be disciplinary actions or possibly even the termination of the employee. Now, if you're hearing back that all of a sudden there is reciprocating behavior, that needs to be addressed as well. So it's not just the bullying behavior, it's that continued breach of trust and other negative behaviors that may not necessarily be exactly like the ones that were originally discussed.
So offering this support to both employees is how you can show that you're vested in both of these employees' well-being.
If you're dealing with one of these situations in your workplace, you're probably going to want a few more resources. We've linked those in the description below. If you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and hit that notification tab so you can get our latest content.
Remember to do something today that's going to change your tomorrow.
Until next time.